My son's teacher called and said, "Your son punched a girl today." I said, "Good." She hung up before I could explain why. The phone call lasted 11 seconds. Mrs. Burnett expected me to apologize. I could hear it in her voice. That prepared disappointment teachers use when they're about to lecture a parent about their child's behavior. She said, "Your son punched a girl today like she was reading a felony charge." I said, "Good." Dead silence. Then she called me disgusting and hung up. I didn't call back. I grabbed my keys and headed to the school. I already knew what happened. Brendan had been telling me about Diego for weeks, the kid with the stutter who sits alone at lunch, the kid Brendan started eating with because nobody else would. And I knew about Bethany too, the girl who made Diego's life hell every single day while teachers look the other way. Brendan's not a fighter. He's the kid who catches spiders and puts them outside, who gives his jacket to friends when it's cold. That's why I knew something serious happened. He'd been telling me about Diego since the first week of school. Kid had a stutter and 0 friends. Brendan decided to change that, but every week the stories got worse. A girl named Bethany had made Diego her personal target, mocking his stutter, stealing his lunch, shoving him when teachers weren't looking. Brendan reported it 3 times, first to his teacher, then to the counselor, then to the vice principal. Each time he got the same answer: "We'll keep an eye on it." Nothing changed. Last week, Brendan told me Bethany had started hitting Diego. Actual punches when no one was watching. He asked me what he should do. I told him to try one more time with an adult. If that didn't work, protect his friend. This morning I got a text from Brendan. "Dad, I had to." I knew exactly what that meant. The principal's office was packed. Mrs. Burnett stood by the window, refusing to look at me. Principal Owen sat behind his desk with a folder open. Bethany's parents sat on the couch. Bethany between them with an ice pack and a performance ready. Her mom spoke first. "We're considering pressing charges. This was assault." I didn't respond, just waited. Principal Owens cleared his throat. "Mr. McLean, your son admitted to striking a female student. We have a zero-tolerance policy for violence." "Did he tell you why?" "The why doesn't matter. We can't have students taking matters into their own hands." That's when I pulled out my phone. Brendan sent me this from the nurse's office. I turned it around. A photo of Diego. Black eye, busted lip, tear streaks on his face. That's the kid Bethany was beating up when my son intervened. Bethany's mom scoffed. That could be from anything. I swiped to the next image, a screenshot of a text from another student. Someone recorded the whole thing. Already sent it to me. I hit play. The video was shaky but clear. Bethany shoving Diego. Diego trying to walk away. Bethany grabbing him, punching him twice. Diego covering his face. Then Brendan stepping in, pushing Bethany back. Bethany swinging at Brendan. Brendan blocking it. One punch to stop her. The audio caught everything. Bethany's voice. "What are you gonna do, snitch? Nobody cares about the retard." I stopped the video. Bethany's parents were frozen. Principal Owens closed his folder. Mrs. Burnett still wouldn't look at anyone. "My son reported this 3 times, I said. To his teacher, to the counselor, to the vice principal. Nobody did anything, so he did." I stood up. "Now, about that zero-tolerance policy. You want to tell me which one of you is getting fired for ignoring months of abuse?" The room stayed quiet. I didn't wait for an answer. Found Brendan in the nurse's office with an ice pack on his knuckles. Diego was sitting next to him, still shaking. "You in trouble?" Brendan asked. "Nope, neither are you." His shoulders dropped. First time he relaxed all day. I looked at Diego. "You okay, kid?" He nodded. Then, real quiet, he said, "Thank you for raising him." I didn't have words for that. Just nodded and looked at my son. "Come on, we're getting burgers." Diego's mom called me that night, crying, thanking me. Said it was the first time in months Diego came home without a stomachache. Bethany got suspended. Her parents stopped threatening to sue real quick after that video made rounds with the school board. And my son learned something that day. Sometimes doing the right thing gets you in trouble. Do it anyway.